Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Shalini Morrissey, or Shaz for short. This story or video is going to be quite a sensitive topic about me managing my anxiety and depression, and also through COVID as well. So if you want to hear how I'm going, then please keep watching. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression probably halfway through 2016. And it was hard for me because I was trying to study nursing and it was affecting everything I was doing. But yeah, eventually it came to a point where, you know, it was really hard to keep going with nursing. So I deferred. I was put on medications, which was good. But yeah, I did struggle, especially taking them. And my time was very hard. I guess my coping strategy was, boys. If anyone who knew me, they would see me out every weekend, smashed off my face all the time. And that's kind of what my coping mechanisms was. But the one thing that I didn't turn to was drugs, which I guess everyone probably is like, what? Like, but no, it was not something that interested me. I know a lot of people, you know, who do drugs, and I guess it's made them worse. So it was one thing that I didn't turn to, and I think my parents actually did thought I was doing drugs at one point, which annoyed me, but I'm like, no, this is actually like my face. Like, I'm just tired all the time because I was getting night sweats with my anxiety. It was keeping me up. I could stare at a wall till 2 or 3 in the morning. It was just, yeah, it was just awful. So eventually when I built up all my anger and stress and stuff, I guess fell apart, you know, in front of my parents, and it was hard for them, but they were really good. My dad actually, I think it was his idea to get me my own little dog, so Roman, who I've had for 2 years now. So it was good. So it was something I could cuddle and, you know, I guess I couldn't talk to him, but, you know, it kept me company. So yeah, so I went to counselling. I went to a psychiatrist, and along with them sessions, I actually ended up going to a day clinic. So it was for 3 months, and it was a full day, so once a week. So that was good because it was people I could talk to who could actually relate to me, because I didn't like telling my friends because I didn't want them to worry, and it's not something that we talk about often, which I feel like we should do now. So yeah, it was good going there. I did benefit a lot from that, and I'm grateful that I went. They taught me a lot of things with coping strategies, so yeah, I've been pretty good since then. But yeah, I was noticing the person I was becoming, and I didn't like it because I was very on edge all the time, impatient, I was moody, I was snappy. You know, it was just, you didn't know what was going to come out from me. And yeah, it was awful. And I guess I used my work as an excuse to, you know, not be at home and try and think of other things. But I guess at the nursing home, you know, I loved my residents, but it was really hard for me because I'm just just naturally caring person. I love messaging my friends, seeing how they are, family as well. That's just me. So yeah, the nursing home, I loved it. I loved all my residents. But you know, there came a time, because I cared for them so much, I built such good relationships with them. And, you know, eventually when they passed, I did get very upset. Like, as much as, you know, that's obviously the job. But yeah, and I guess what pushed me to my limit, the final straw, was one of my most favorite residents. She ended up passing on my shift, and I was holding her hand. I was crying. It was really ugly. So that was kind of the final straw for me. So I ended up quitting, but I did that for 3 years and absolutely loved it. It's just when you're going through your own stuff, you know, it just wasn't helping me at the time. So yeah, but after that, you know, it's been good. Not, you know, I do miss my residence, but it's also been good having time off. So yeah, but some good things that I had at the start of this year, I managed to get our annual Perth trip in, which I loved. So all mum's side of the family's over there. It was weird because I didn't have my nan there for the first time. So that was a bit hard for me, but you know, it was still a great trip. Still saw most of the family. Yeah, it was really good. And for Christmas, mum and dad got me skydiving tickets. You know, mum was about to have a heart attack when she saw me go, but I did that maybe in February along the Great Ocean Road in Geelong. So absolutely loved it. Best thing I've done all year. So yeah, I had a bucket list of what I wanted to do this year. It was like get fit. Obviously I can't do that now as much because gym is closed. Save money, which has been hard because I've quit my job, and online shopping is a really big thing for me. Yeah, skydiving, build a house, but obviously because of COVID, you know, I don't have control over that. So yeah, but this year's been very odd for me, you know, been a bit lonely at times. Start of COVID was awful. I had a falling out with a close friend, and it was sad. We didn't speak for 5 months or something, and it was awful because it was someone I'd been friends with since I was 8 years old, but it was just because we both had different priorities at the time. And it just wasn't happening at the time. But you know, we've made up now. It's great. It's like we've never even had that time apart, so it was great. But also in that time over COVID, I have lost a friendship with another friend, which is sad because we have been through so much together, and it was just really sudden. She was a friend who I asked for help and for her to give me a reason to stay. So to have her block me and me not being able to contact her through this time has been very hard. It made me feel like I was a burden to my family and my other friends, and I was always looking for that reassurance, you know, that I am still wanted and needed here. So yeah, it was just extremely hard for me to go through that again, I guess. I wish her all the best. I guess it's her coping strategy. I just have to respect that. Give her time. You know, I don't hate her. I don't hate her family or anything. I love her still, but it's hard, and I know what she's going through because obviously I'm still going through it or been through it, so I'm just trying to respect that. But yeah, I do still want to check up on her. But yeah, during this COVID time was awful. I had my tonsils out like back in mid-May, and it was very awful. It was very painful. I didn't think it was going to be that painful because I don't usually feel pain. I don't complain. But that was the worst 2 weeks of my life. And because I couldn't really eat, I was getting frustrated. You know, I couldn't really talk. I felt like my mouth tasted like burnt flesh. It was nasty. I was sick of eating cold food. And yeah, just I guess in that 2 weeks I was more miserable because I couldn't do anything. So yeah, it was kind of sad. So I resorted to making TikToks a fair bit, actually. So if you want to follow me, it's Shaz_1997. I post the most random stuff, but you know what? It's something that makes me happy. Some of the stuff on there is just hilarious. So yes, I've just been posting just like random things, you know. I'm not TikTok famous, obviously, but it's still fun for me. I don't even care. But yeah, in this time, I guess I did have another relapse, you know, I guess end of March. So my mum was pretty good. She was really proactive, got me onto a helpline when I couldn't go in and see my usual therapist. So it was good to talk to her every week. Got my meds reviewed, a new psychiatrist, so it was good. But yeah, I guess I was very lonely at this point, but also because I hadn't, you know, I didn't want to leave the house. Everything was an effort for me to go to work and everything. And so yeah, that's why I quit. And it was just, I was just moving from the bed to the couch. You know, I didn't really want to talk to anyone. Like, I couldn't even bring myself to go to the lake for a walk. You know, I'd kind of just go to the post office and, if I had to, the supermarket. So it was really hard for me. So I started up like makeup tutorials just here on YouTube. But then, yeah, when I just felt shitty, I couldn't do it, you know. So I got such bad social anxiety. But the good thing, I guess, was I went sober for about 4.5 months. Usually you know, the past few years, I guess I don't really remember because I was drinking nearly every weekend. So yeah, it was weird, but good, because I wasn't even tempted to drink, I guess. I just didn't feel the need to. I felt myself, you know, I was feeling healthier about myself, I guess. So yeah, and I guess it's been good because I've been forcing myself to go out for walks now with my dogs. So I can go out around the lake now. It's been good. I've been going to visit my nan every week to keep her company. So yeah, it's kind of been a time, I guess, to work on myself, even though I do feel flat every now and again. But my psychiatrist was like to me, if you compare yourself from, you know, last year to where you are now, I definitely have accomplished something. And I didn't really realize that until she told me. So I was kind of like, yeah, I have accomplished, you know, a lot of things personally, not so much, you know, gym wise and getting a house and that, but just internally. So it's been good. And I like, you know, not drinking every weekend. Yeah, like my sister and her boyfriend used to come over every few nights. I always bring wine and they'd always drink, but I was never tempted in that sort of stuff. But yeah, and I, while I was going through my therapy and stuff, I had this diary with me that mum got me and it was just to write stuff down in, and I'm going through it. And, you know, 2 years ago, my therapist had me write down negative thoughts, and I had this whole page of negative thoughts and then only some positive thoughts. So I was in a really bad place at this time. This was, yeah, back in July 2018. But now, 2 years on, I have lots of things to be thankful for, you know. My family and friends have been my biggest support. I ended up getting another dog last year and she's going to have puppies soon, so I'm really excited. So I'm hoping they go to some friends and family so I can still see them. But yeah, it's I've been good. Yeah, it's been difficult for me, I guess, my journey, and again, it's not easy to post this sort of stuff, especially when people think, you know, that I'm the happiest person on earth. It's just because that I'm so good at hiding, you know, my feelings, but eventually, because I haven't spoken about it, you know, eventually it will lead to a relapse. And it was just very on and off. I didn't know if I was going to have a good day or not, and it was hard to see, I guess, a purpose. You know, I'd sometimes ask my friends for reassurance, you know, that I needed to be here. because I just had the worst nights, and my anxiety was so bad. I just felt like I didn't have anything going for me, which was really sad. But yeah, I guess now I have seen the light at the end of the tunnel. I have my family and friends, watching out for me, always messaging me. My parents, they're always praying for me. I think they're more praying so that I get a job to keep me busy, because at the moment I am quite bored. But again, it's been a time for me to work on myself, think about what I want to do in life. Yeah, I guess other goals, achievements that I want to do. So I still want to travel. I really want to go overseas, I guess. When I was little, we went to Africa, and then we came back and did a fundraiser. So I kind of want to do stuff, for other people, because again, I don't want to fully give up my caring side. But yeah, it's just been a rough time. But you know what? I was thinking it's been a rough time for everyone. It's not just me, I guess. I just become so dramatic and just, I wanted everyone to feel sorry for me. And I was in my own little world, I guess, of sadness. But, when you're looking on the news and stuff, it's just, there are other people, out there who has it worse. And, COVID has definitely made everyone feel, at times really low, because, they're out of work or business. They can't see friends. I can't see my Melbourne friends, which is sad, because we used to always catch up, every couple of weeks, but now I think I've seen them maybe twice this year. But we still do keep in touch, and I love them, so it's been great. My Bendigo friends. It's just hard to believe. I feel like COVID come up so quickly that I didn't even get time to process what was actually happening, and it was just, like 1 week everything was fine, the next week we're just nothing. We can't do anything. It must have been around maybe before Easter when it started happening, and it was just awful. And it's frustrating, I guess, seeing all like the Black Lives Matter stuff and, anti-maskers with COVID. And I just feel like some people, they don't think of other people. They just think of themselves, and they're not taking into account that they're actually putting other people's lives at risk. But through this video, I guess, it's just always, there's always another path, I guess. There is a reason, to keep going. And I've got lots of things to look forward to. Like I'll be 23 soon. I'm hoping to be out of ISO by then, so I can have a dinner or something with my friends. I'm not sure if that's going to happen with all the COVID stuff, but I'm just hoping for the best. Our COVID cases are very, different every day. One day it could be 200, the next could be 700. It could be worse, but I'm just taking it day by day. Always thinking of friends and family, being grateful for what I have, and for what I'm going to have, I guess. Even though I don't have a job now, I'm just thinking when the time is right is when I will get a job, and everything will just fall into place for me. So, but also I'm just excited to see my friends again and my family, extended family. So I guess that is my story of how I have been coping. I have, found going for walks has been really good. I did some meditation. I did yoga for a little bit. I tried knitting. I've been trying to keep myself busy. I probably should do more workouts as such, but I have become more aware of what's around me, I guess, and learnt to be in the present moment and not in the past, because that's what's, I guess, bring up more worry for me. So yeah, and I've used meditation apps, so Smiling Mind and Headspace I've found is quite good. I listen to it before I go to sleep, and I'll be asleep within 3 minutes or something, whereas sometimes it could take me hours, so it's been good. Yeah, I guess I have had a lot of health issues in my life that no one would really know, because it's not something I talk about, because again, I don't want people to worry about me. But there comes a time where you have to actually talk to someone, or else it will become too much, and I will go off the edge again. So I'm always keeping up with my counseling sessions. I always have ongoing ones, so it's good to talk it out every 3 to 4 weeks. So and I'm doing well. I guess there was a time in my life as well where I would always compare myself to other people, and I think it was because I'm a twin and I was getting compared to my sister a lot, which was hard for me. She was really into influencing and modeling, and I guess I became mad at her without knowing, because I wasn't mad at her, but it was just the people, some people I'd run into when I was out, and they were saying, "Oh, are you the Instagram model?" And I was like, "No, that's my sister." And they're like, "Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a pity." And I was always, being compared to her, I guess. And so I got really insecure. I don't even really post on social media for people to like things. I've only just kind of started, to start getting into a routine of posting stuff. But I mean, I haven't really done anything this year, so my life's not that exciting. But at the time, I was just really insecure. I didn't like being compared to her. But, everything got to me back then. But now I'm just like, well, at least she's my sister. They don't even, like, the strangers that told me they pity me, it's like they have nothing to do with her. They don't know her. So I guess it did bother me for a while, but I brushed it off. I never told her, because, it's just something that I didn't want to bring up with her. So I just kind of kept going. But just the little things annoyed me. But now I'm kind of, I'm just like, no, like, it's not my problem. That was my story going through anxiety and depression. I'll continue to keep going and, trying new things and helping other people. I guess to raise more awareness about mental illness. And one of my tattoos actually that I've got, this semicolon, is actually a mental health tattoo, which I got after I completed my therapy and I was feeling good. And also, I guess, if anyone has seen 13 Reasons Why, that was a show that actually kind of hit hard for me and was kind of the reason that I told my parents, I guess. After the first season, I was like, okay, like, this is good. Again, I guess I'm glad that show brought some awareness. So I hope everyone is staying safe. Please keep healthy and just keep positive. Just keep positive thinking and you will get through this, I promise you. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you learned something and some strategies to help you get through COVID. And if you're going through anxiety and depression, just know that your family and friends will support you, and that you will get through this.